feels his team is the underdog of the 4 in this group. Well, already Egypt have got one notch on their belt, and Will Voigt will have 4 years to raise the standard of this team. Quite a task for the 41-year-old. He's having a chat to his new charges. Also, new for all these players is they're back in Rwanda again, 10 years after they last played here. And one thing that will surely have an impact on their performance is the home fans. Certainly Will Voigt was talking about that, saying this could be a very key factor. It might be the difference between the result that we saw earlier this year and what we're liable to see tonight. The teams with a lot of experience, a lot of players in their 30s. Most of them play in Angola, not a lot of overseas representation. A few with American backgrounds on both teams. A few who've applied their trade. We're going to have the anthems now. Eleven times African champions, Angola. And the crowd very receptive that they're back on home court again. Home territory for them. Ranked 33 in the world compared to Morocco 68. And in their ranks, Angola have 3 players who won the Afro Basket Gold on 4 occasions. Cipriano, 05, 07, 09 and 13. Mingas for Afro Baskets, spreading between 2005 and 2013. And I say that there is quite a gap between their world ranking. Don't read too much into that. 33 for Angola, 68 for Morocco, but probably more indicative their last head-to-head. And Though both benches are not particularly deep, they've got some firepower up there. Especially about the ages of the players. Not too many youngsters on the Morocco team. They've gone for a lot of experience. A couple in the 20s, but Spy, for example, who scored 47 points at Afro's basket and is their top three-point shooter. 38 years of age now. El Maksoud, 33. Kalfi, 37. So they've been there, seen it, and done it, but not at the highest level yet. Angola looking to blood a couple of their new recruits. Devalo Mbunga, for example, be wearing 16, but in their ranks, Gonçalves, 21 years of age, and that's your man. Picture, having a good long chat about what they might be doing. So the preparation for this was not ideal because they only got on court, what, 25 minutes ago, maybe half an hour, because of the overtime in the previous game. So been hanging around in the locker room, maybe watching the back end. Let's hear from the coach.
Stagger right there, okay? All right, everybody got it? So you've got Khalifa, all right? So pressure, make him drive left. You have number 8, all right? So stay under and peito, okay? Here we go.
Man in picture, talking to the coach, is Reggie Moore, the 36-year-old. He's played in Spain and Israel. Born in California, got his Angolan passport in 2012. Has been a regular on the international scene for them. And obviously Will Voigt putting a lot of store by what he might be able to do with his Angolan team. I think he wants a nice, fast opening here. Let them lay down a marker. Try and erase the memories, because obviously he wasn't part of when Morocco beat them earlier this year. So clean slate. Similar players, some new players along the way, but in terms of coaching record, he starts afresh. Oh, we're hoping this well-drilled Angolan team, who have a great tradition, can get back to those great days. Just slipped off in the last 4 years. Afro basket champions in 2013, and previously in 2009, 2007, 2005. So they've had a good decade or so, but just slipped off the very highest echelon of what they were doing. And that would have been a real wake-up call to get beaten by Morocco and find Morocco go third place in Afro basket, and they get knocked out by Senegal in the quarterfinals. Raring to go. Crowd turning up. Good voice. Guerrero, been on the team since 2012, plays for Parma in Russia. One of the taller players on the court on either side. 6'11", 2 meters 11. That's tip. We'll end up with a sideline for El Maksoud. Morocco then attacking the basket to our right-hand side. Looking for the opening is Calvi. Heard him mentioned in the coaches' talk there. There's Wilkins. Comes off the Angolan. It's John Walter Wilkins. So another player who got quite good stats in the Afro Basket earlier this year. Calvi. Calvi will try and make things happen from the perimeter. We'll ask maybe El Maksoud to drive or go for the first attempt, which is just a bit long. Comes off the left edge and falls to Angola and to Gerson da Silva Domingos, who wasn't involved in that Afro basket, but is very much involved in this one. First Reggie Moore attempt. Falls away to safety. We'll look for our first one, which is not going to quite go yet for Wilkins. Wilkins again short. Back around for Chua. Top round rebounder at the Afro basket earlier this year. First foul of the game. So we look at Mohamed Chua. Has his birthday. There's to a couple of players in this game on Christmas Day. That's 25. Left behind by Larici. But the foul is given. Larici. Wilkins. Attempt doesn't find its target. And we're waiting for our first basket. Quality shooting not great early on, but that'll do it. Nice little finger roll for the first two of the game. And the home side are on the board. Much to the delight of the fans. Calvi again is the man they look to, but it's going to be stripped away from him by the captain Murray. And that's a lovely slam, and a lovely two, and a great reaction from the home fans as Cipriano gives them back-to-back baskets in the space of about 30 seconds. So this game is now starting to bubble. And so the crowd are. Calvi by in the back, just trying to throw the defense off the scent. Obviously, first three-point attempt. That's way long. And Morero will say, thank you very much. I'll take care of that. Cipriano looking for the man to work into what would be paint if there was any paint. Here's Morero. Back out again to Domingos. It's all looking good for the home team and looking good for the new coach, Will Voigt. And immediately, Morocco's man, Syed El Bouzidi, wants to talk it over. Not happy with the way they're playing at all. 7-0 in the space of seconds. Well, good job. Some could say an exceptional job the last minute or so. Everything pretty much dropping. And the quantity of shots to Morocco way off beam at the moment. And so the starting five for Angola. They have quite a bit of depth, although I say manpower-wise, it doesn't look like they've got a great deal of depth, but a lot of their points in the games have mattered. And Afro basket came from the depth of their bench. Calvi is certainly one of the players that Morocco will be looking for. Larici as well. The crowd really getting into this one now. They've been starved of top quality basketball for a while on this court. Now they're getting a chance to see it. Larici going through the center. Wilkins up for three, and back out it comes again. Just haven't quite got their range on shots from 2 or 3-point range yet. Reggie Moore is the man who's just trying to cover things. And again, an attempt. Doesn't quite meet the expectations of the crowd. Indeed, the coach at that time. Calfee, back around, get the ball rotated quickly, but is there any end product? They're going to have to force it back out. Great rejection. Crowd love it. And that's turned around straight away for a 2-on-1 possibility here. Had to delay a lit, did Cipriano, but it'll fall its way back to the men in white. And every time it goes up, the crowd go up with it. 7-0. 3:25 into the first. Well, it's a spread around nicely. It's just nothing on the end of it at the moment. Naja into the action. Top scorer in the third and fourth playoff game with 17 points. It's a man they can normally rely on. Got 78 in total in Afrobasket earlier this year. But nothing is quite happening. That's a brilliant rejection as well. As Chua thought he'd got the first two of the game for Morocco. Just admiring his handiwork, but saw the ball come back and it was good. Only a rejection, but they quickly transition at the other end as well. Wariachi will get fouled. Gets fouled by Cipriano. MVP at the 2005 Afrobasket. Wariachi. Abu Salam. El Maqsood using a lot of the shot clock before he gets one away, and now they've broken their duck. Adil El Maqsood, also with a December birthday, 33 years in a few weeks' time. But it's only slightly quieting the crowd down, not by a great deal. Cipriano will go deep. Will find Reggie Moore. Reggie Moore does not find the target, though. This couple now have been slightly wayward for him. El Maqsood, and here comes the riposte. Here comes the reply. El Maqsood with the back-to-back buckets. And that one a very important one because that's trimmed the lead down to 3. Early stages. Cipriano will go baseline, throw it back out for the long attempt. Not just an attempt, but a conversion. And 3 very important points. They go into double figures. Angola restore that advantage. Arichi. It's all happening from the perimeter. Now it's happening more centrally and happening well for Abu Salam, the 21-year-old. Youngest man on this team for Morocco. Domingos. Another long attempt, but read very well by Ahmed Chua, who is their top rebounder. Was in the right position there. Good save by Cipriano, but puts it straight back into red hands with Larici. Will drive all the way. Now just lays it back out to Chua instead for 2, and he obliges. Got 51 in Afrobasket, so as a man they can not just rely on for the rebounds, but for the points as well. And lead down to 2. Ray, the captain, being hassled and harried, hasn't got much time to think about what he wants to do. Reggie Moore working from the outside again, right on the three-point line, but thinks about it. Wobbles in the jaws, comes back out, and it remains at 2. Slowing things down, calling the play. Getting a bit congested around there, and that's an offensive foul. Don't think Chua agreed with the call, but referee right on the spot. Chua is the man. What's happening behind the play there? I think El Maqsood was looking, thinking, why'd you call that on me? Well, he didn't. Called it on Mohamed Chua. Paolo. He's had plenty of time to set things up. Might decide to take it all the way himself. Just throws it back out. Probably be there for the rebound when it comes, if it comes back out, and it doesn't, because that's another threefer. And they are coming in waves. When they get a little bit between their teeth, they're putting quite a few together. But then at the other end, Wariachi responds. Paolo goes baseline. And thought he was on for something there, but doesn't get it. That's a good quick break, and they'll get the foul and go to the free throw line as well. Now called on Gonsalves, I think. No, foul's on Yannick Marrero. First chance to see some free throws in this game. And the first one does not drop. 2 did though, so the lead back to 1. Angola went on that 3-bucket strike early on and started to look like they might pull away, but they haven't yet. Paolo's looked lively since he came on, but it hasn't had much of an impact around the basket yet. 3-point attempt, had plenty of time, and the first time they got into the lead, and this game really has transformed. Sami Al-Wariachi with the 3, and they get in front for the very first time. Good steal, very quick and decisive action by Morocco, and he has so much time to set his sights. 3 points at Al-Wariachi, and some worrying signs. So Will Voigt, the new coach, might want to have a word or two with his charges here, because
defense, transition. I should always see 2 guys back. All right, hey, right here. Franco. All right, let's get this thing moving. Get the ball moving. All right, come on now.
So a timeout called apiece. Saïd El Bouzidi. Well, he called an early timeout when things were going against Morocco, but also they've got the bit between their teeth. And if Angola allow Al-Wariachi that amount of time to set for 3, he's not going to miss too often. Just a bit laboured perhaps in their D there, allowing the Morocco team to get to the man who looks to be pretty accurate from that range, doesn't he? Al-Wariachi, Eduardo Mingus, most experienced on this team, 39 in January. He's been at Recreativo do Lobolo since 2013. So 39 years of age, has won 4 Afro basket titles. Gonsalves back into the clutches of Mingas. Gonsalves, they'll go outside for the shot. Exceptional 1-2 from Armando Costa. This could be a real nip and tuck game. Angola now on par, just in front in fact, 16-15. Where's the response coming? Gonsalves with the retrieval from the ring, and the attempt from long range from Lionel Paolo, and then the double team, but they get out to Al-Wariachi, and they don't want to allow him as much space and time as they did last time as we approach the end of the first quarter. It's been a very entertaining one with so many different twists and turns as well. Now, there's the foul on Gonsalves. Shot came well after the whistle. Some running repairs. Sideline possession for the Moroccans, who make a change. In comes Benchleika for the first time. Here's Al Wariachi again. Setting up just a little bit. Chua. Abu Salam. 52 left in the first. Murray, captain. Come back to him for a bit more. And the rebound was obliged to Larici. Top assists man for Morocco. Just looking for the best pass. Best option is Chua at the moment. And now Al Wariachi, who's not too far away from dropping another three, but there remains a 1-point lead for Angola, who may have the last possession. There's a slight differential on the shot clock and the game clock, about 4 seconds between the two. Gonçalves will drive inside, outside. Is there a way to the basket? There is for Devaldo Mbonga. Terrific play. Good strength too. Look at that from downtown for three. That really was a speculative effort right on the buzzer from Ali Larici. And amazingly, that was a long, that's worth a 4 or 5, not just a 3. Look how far downtown he was there. All string. Yeah, that's the kind of reaction you want for something was as speculative as that, but it's effective. And our first 10 minutes has been a thoroughly entertaining one with no real pattern emerging. Coaches are going to find it hard to dissect what happened in the opening quarter there, but it's a very, very tight one.
Much better now on going under. That's what we need. When we get the rebound into Mo.
fermez les joues de Moraes. Moraes, هو اللي كيردهم. Moraes chaque fois.
And don't forget, keep up with all the details you need on the qualifiers. As we have a tied game after 10 minutes here. Go to the new app. Download it for free on the Apple App Store or Google Play. Look out for This Is My House. It'll tell you all the details you need to know. That's how we're looking stats-wise. Not really much difference. The three-pointers have been better from the home side. But in terms of the two-pointers, well, it's been mainly even. But that man with a real dagger to the heart, Al Wariachi. That was a decent attempt too from Commander Costa. But, it's hard work by Mbonga. The new man in the lineup wasn't involved in Afro-basket in the summer. But, introduced into the proceedings here and enjoying a taste of life in front of his home crowd. Top scorer from two of the Afro-baskets they won. Starting off proceedings there, Eduardo Mengas. Quickly, Paolo goes to the basket, but that one dribbles around, thought about it a couple of times. Benchleika with a lot of pace, just streaming forward. Puts on the brakes, gives it to El Maksoud. Abu Salam, Al Wariachi. Oh, foul happening behind the play from Paolo. Holding call. We set on the shot clock to 14. Wariachi will get it back in play. And a look maybe for Sleeker again, who's the, well, that's going to be the spare man. I think that was the idea. They're going to try and rotate it through Maksoud to him, but it's come out of play. 18 apiece. Turnovers 2-1. But, it's been a captivating first 10.5 minutes of this game. Mingas to Gonçalves, who'll wait maybe for Paolo to try and open up a lane. Although on the Moroccans. Hello, it's for Petro Atletico in Angola. A lot of these Angolan players do play in their own league. Waiting for the ball from Fortes. Fortes doesn't get in time. Turnover for the Moroccans. El Maksoud making the call on the play. Got Busalam for company. Returns compliment to El Maksoud again. Benchlika. El Maksoud gets fouled by El Paolo. Salam to Naja. El Maksoud just outside the three-point arc and all the way through the hoop to give them a three-point lead. No lead to sit on at this stage, as we've seen so far. No real pattern emerging in this game yet. Fortes. Gonçalves. Trying to drive through, what, three bodies there? Paolo. One of them caught him on the way. That was... Maksoud was the man putting that one in. And also picking up the foul as well. Top three from this group, remember, will progress. Chance to... bring it back even here. Paolo from the free throw line. First free throws for the home team. 2019. We are level. 20 points apiece. Early stages of the second quarter. Wariachi for Morocco. El Maksoud calling it, not seeing it at the moment, and now he's going to start to make his move. Going forward with some help from Al Wariachi again, who's looked very, very lively in this game. They're going to go for another three-point attempt. That one's slightly off right. And Salves not using the 24-second shot clocks either at the moment. They're trying to get early shots in where possible. This one's up for three and it's away for nothing. Last touch coming off the Angolan. This time from Costa. And Conceição into the action for the first time. Gonçalves, the man, sit it out. Conceição is for Guilitos in Portugal. The coach is not quite getting his ideas across to El Maksoud. There's having a little chat to the official. Morocco, you have just joined us in red, playing from left to right in this half. El Wariachi has impressed me so far. Good ideas. Chua going for the three. Doesn't get it. The rebound falls to El Maksoud, who can't put the two away. Conceição seems to have the brightest kit of everybody else. He's got the right washing powder. Look how bright that is compared to the others. Should be a fairly easy spot for the commentator. Fortes. Mingas. Well, some crowd thought that was basket interference, but it wasn't. Wariachi. Again, a lot of space. Don't give him that much space and time. he will exploit it, and he does. Al-Wariachi again. Only 2 this time, but they are just standing off him and giving him way too much time, you would say. Cortez making his way to the hoop this time. Mingas. Paolo up for 3, and 3 it is. And back in front they go, edging in front. It's been that kind of game. Nobody's really got, apart from the early stages where Angola did get a little run on. Since then, they've been trading baskets pretty much all the way through. El Maksoud can't find his way around. Paolo did well. Good physical approach, and here's the new man. Oh, just a little bit too inventive. Could have done with being a little less creative on that. 2 for the taking, 2 not taken. 4 minutes into the second. Just a point between them. Fouls on Mbunga. And here's why. We're getting a right old wrestling match there with Mohamed Chua. Here's the 3 to put them back in front by 1. We'll hear from the coaches again. Oh, we won't. That's just having a sit down. 23-22. Slowing down is Chua. Alarici, the ball back in play with Wilkins. Seen much of him so far. I see a lot of Al-Wariachi. Goodness me, the boy's on fire. 3, 2 and 3 in very close proximity. Could be the real key man here for Morocco, because he's been putting them in with alacrity. The success rate is absolutely stunning tonight. He'll just get a foul for his troubles this time, but he has looked very, very good. Foul actually, he was on Benchlica this time. But everything Al-Wariachi seems to be trying is working very, very well. He's the man who's leading the charge, and not, as we might have suspected, Abdurrahim Naja. That was the outstanding player against Senegal when they played in the Afro Basket earlier this year. That's a Sal, back up and back in for more from Wilkins to Naja. El Maksoud. Al-Wariachi. Wilkins taking a lot of the shot clock this time, down into single figures. Drive, but not 2 from Benchlica. Love to have extended that lead to 4, but it remains at 2. Mingas. Briano. Back in, back in, back in, back in, go baseline. Oh, did everything right, but put the ball in the hoop. Did Mingas. Very strong play, but ultimately comes out on the wrong end of it. Cortez will have a seat for a while, observe things from the perimeter. Costa back in to help out Cipriano and co. Larici. El Maksoud. Telling Al-Wariachi where he wants him to go. That's right underneath the hoop. He's got to go to the left-hand side of the court again. Little bounce pass inside for Benchlica, and up for another 2. And the biggest lead that's Morocco have had in the game, 4. Not much of a lead though, is it? Yeah. No lead at all as far as pattern of this game has been emerging. Up for 3, and big rebound for Morocco. A chance really to maybe nearly backcourt. I think some of the home fans, no backcourt there. Quite a few people claiming it should be, but I think anywhere near. Larici, Al-Larici, and Al's starting to rack up a little bit for the home team here. Eduardo Mingas gets another. 4:01 remaining in the second. Yeah, just a little bit too strong on John Wilkins, who will go to the free throw line. 28-year-old looking for some much needed points for his personal tally. More importantly, to extend this Moroccan lead, which he does. Six the lead. Back-to-back free throws to make it 29-23. Just a little momentum change here in the game. Still Mingas. Domingos up for no points. And again, another Moroccan quick retort, quick riposte. Al Larichi. Wilkins. Al Larichi might drive all the way. He is going to do that, and it doesn't quite find its way in. Idea was good, execution not quite so good. Domingos. Now, what's he got in store? There's quite a lot of the shot clock already. Not too close to the hoop yet. Now they're going to get close, and there's the foul from El Maksoud. Or was it on Larichi? 6 points, the advantage. Time have a little chat. There's the Larichi foul. Herrero subbed in. Reggie Moore waiting on the sidelines. And to the free throw line goes Eduardo Mingas. Try and trim this lead. There's one. Free throws have been good, both teams so far. Which, of course, the commentator's curse. It means he'll miss the next one, but Mingas brought it back to a 5-point game. This will make it 4. Yeah, he does. He does miss it. Well, what seems to happen when you praise the free throw takers? El Maksoud backs up, backs up, backs up. There's a lot of space there, isn't there, in the paint for somebody to exploit. Al Wariachi put it back out to him. Instead, they're going to go short. It doesn't quite work for Ali Larichi this time. 5 points the advantage. Cipriano back out for 3, right on the 3-point line, but doesn't quite reach the basket. Just fell short, hit the outside of the ring and came back to safety. El Maksoud will advance it to Al Wariachi. It's trying to put a bit more pressure on him now. They know he's the danger man, or has been the danger man, but that's a bit too much pressure. There's the foul. George just having a word, saying, you know, get close, but not too close. And that was a bit too close from Gerson da Silva Domingos. Out comes Benchlicker. There's Chua. So we go back to the free throw line, see whether 100% record of Morocco can be kept going. It can't by Al Wariachi. So having praised the free throw takers on both sides, it's back-to-back misses now. 1 for Angola, 1 for Morocco. And 2 back-to-back. Morero picking up the rebound off the second one as we approach 2 minutes of the second quarter. Murray, the captain, trying to pull a few strings here. Morero backing in. He'll rotate it again to Morero. That's not going to quite get there. A swarm of red shirts all looking to get it. And it falls out to El Maksoud in the end. They're good at just slowing the game down and slowing the tempo down as and when they see fit. They like to make things happen quickly normally, but the pacing right. Good work. Chua up for 2. Lovely feed by Al-Wariachi. And there are some worrying signs again for Will Voigt. I think he wants to talk it over with his team. Look at that. Saw the man. And Domingos planted on his backside. And Angola have some thinking to do and some words to be exchanged with their new coach, Will Voigt.
Yet they get all the rebounds. Okay? Offensively, we're just going to play at a drag and rub and then just get it moving. Get it moving. You take it out, right to the drag, and then we're shell. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Okay? Number 8, we're under. All right? You've got number 10.
In case you missed it earlier on, the game before this on this court went to overtime between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Egypt. 65-61 to the Egyptians after one overtime period. So Egypt have the first win in this group. Morocco would love to be alongside them. An action-packed weekend with games being crammed in here. Egypt play Angola tomorrow. 5 points then, the difference between Angola and Morocco. Morocco just having their moment of the moment, bit between their teeth. All the advantage seems to be going their way. Wilkins, without being special, still orchestrating things, and there's another cheap foul, really, from Gerson da Silva Domingos, allowing Morocco back on the free throw line again. Safa Kalfi this time. The very experienced Moroccans, 37 years of age, been on this team quite a while now, and that's a big lead in how this game has gone. Double figures very nearly. They need to respond, Angola, and they do through Gerson da Silva Domingos. We'll keep that lead respectable. 7 points it is now as we approach half-time. Al-Wariachi looking to be their main assist man, if he can be. El Maksoud with plenty of time, 8 seconds on the shot clock, not a lot of time. Kalfi drive through the paint, and 28 seconds remaining, and 2 would do nicely right now, and 2 does do very, very nicely for Lionel Paulo. Gold medalist in the Afro basket on 2 occasions, 2009, 2013. He's been in these high pressure, high octane environments before, and doesn't make any mistake here. That's back-to-back baskets, which again put a different complexion on this game. This could be a game that you won't be able to call for quite some time, till very near the end, because those teams, for all their good work, are just as capable of coming apart a bit.
On joue hand-off. D'accord? On joue le hand-off. Hand-off. l'écran, il faut qu'on le fasse. Il dit à lui, d'accord? Et les autres, vous écartez, d'accord?
So your leading scorers, Ray and Domingos, 8 apiece for Angola. And Al-Wariachi with double figures, the only double figure scorer so far, as those educated in Georgia, was on the fringe of making it into the Toronto Raptors lineup, certainly into their organisation one time. Carlos Morey, now playing in Portugal. Now, there should be a full court press here because there's only a few seconds remaining. We'll try and make sure there's no easy escape. I think here, substitution right at the end of the second. They need to keep that ball in the half if they can. And there's the foul. Oh, well, that's not what they intended, and not what they wanted either. And can wag his finger all he likes, Carlos Morey, but that is going to be a foul. And accumulated team fouls. I think that'll send him back to the free throw line. Morey doing that holding job, I was about to say, but holding maybe a bit too much. Taking that word a bit too strongly, interpreting it maybe a bit too literally. Ricci on the free throw line, not missing them. Can they get that lead back up to 7? There will be one more chance for Angola to score, at least one. Yeah, and there's the 2. Ricci misses the 3rd, so it was a technical call, or was it intentional? Well, it's back to to the court for the ball to be replaced and recycled by Maxoud. Last few seconds, they got a chance maybe to get it back into double figures, or get it into double figures for the first time. They don't quite achieve that. I don't think there's enough time to get the ball down the other end of the court. There isn't. Well, what an interesting first 20 minutes that was, and no discernible pattern really. Angola getting off to a brilliant start, and then Morocco finding their feet, pretty much as they did when they played an Afro basket early on this year. A lot of chatting to be done between Reggie Moore and Devaldo Mbunga, and quite a few words to be spoken by Will Voigt in the interval as well, because after that lightning start, well, they didn't concede a basket for a long time, Angola. Morocco, when they got into the groove, certainly did get into the groove, and they've given Al Wariachi so much time. A couple of very key threes, just as the momentum was swinging back the other way. There's the tail of the tape. Yeah, 2 pointers have switched now, 69% for Morocco. Angola 41 on the assists, steals, well, turnovers exactly the same. Fouls though, Angola committing almost twice as many as Morocco. We have the halftime entertainment on the court as we watch some of the first half entertainment. And it was a flying start by Angola. Got away to some very well taken baskets. Got the crowd on their feet. Captain Morey trying to lead from the front. And doing just that. Supplying Cipriano with the kind of chance he wanted. Three-pointers were working in their favour early on. They had the better three-point record early stages, but then things started just to change a little bit. El Maxoud and Al Wariachi was the key player really for them. El Maxoud again. Every time the number 21, Al Wariachi was getting on the ball. He was the one causing them no end of problems. That was the steal, the turnover, and El Wariachi, there he is, number 21. Any player in double figures at half-time. And what's impressed me about Morocco is how they've controlled the tempo of the game. When they wanted to go quick, they've gone quick, and not allowed Angola time to set up their D. But it's been quite thoughtful after that, well, just 3 or 4 minutes where they weren't really in the game. Suddenly once they clicked into gear, they've been playing the better ball, certainly the more accurate and the more intelligent basketball. And Angola just not quite able to keep with them. So allowing Awariachi much too much time. And all right, you can say he meant that or he didn't mean it, but found the target. There's Awariachi again, look. Just staying off him, and of course afraid of picking up fouls. 2-1 against them, the home team. Awariachi again. Has been a masterclass by him. He's had the 3-point opportunities. Chua, he set up for the 2 this time. And he found baskets really hard to come by because Morocco have been a bit stronger in terms of D around the hoop. Now this is the chance set up by Paolo, which he took for himself. And that was the opportunity for Cipriano to put his muscle behind that one. MVP of the 2005 Afro Basket. There's Chua's rejection. That was the time when Angola were pretty much on top. El Maksud finding his range and parking Silva Domingos on his backside. Yeah, the show reel, you can probably see this man a lot. You will see this man a lot because he's been doing a lot of good things. Awariachi and really enjoying himself. I find it so hard, he's so nimble and very creative and also very aware of where the players are, like that with Chua. Rebounder, getting the points, and yeah, they've got a good understanding developing those two. It's Paolo. Able to drive, able to put 2 down there, and they need more of that from him in the second half for certain. So we're about 2 minutes away from the restart of first of the games involving Angola and Morocco in this group. And Democratic Republic of Congo and Egypt, the other two teams. Egypt with the win earlier today in overtime. Won't be at all surprised if we're not heading that way with this, although half-time, it's a 7-point lead for Morocco, which didn't look very likely early on when Angola got off to a flying start. First 3 baskets went their way. And then Morocco woke up. Go to Senegal in the AfroBasket semi-final. 3rd place for them there. So Angola came up short, really. Also losing to Senegal. Coach is going to have a few words, I think. Just a reminder that there are a lot of games over a lot of days to keep across, so the best way to do it, all in one easy, handy, almost pocket-sized way of doing it these days, is the brand new app. Available 2 different ways, on the Apple App Store or Google Play. Look out for This Is My House, and we'll give you all the details you need. You can set it up the way you want, follow the teams you want, get the results as soon as they happen, and the play-by-play, score-by-score, basket-by-basket, all the way through this weekend, and all the way through to China 2019. Back end of August 2019 is when it starts, so we are 21 months away. And one of these teams might find themselves not in the next stage. We will drop a team and all this round robin is done, and the team will be desperate not to be the loser from that. But to Morocco on the board nice and early here, just getting that impact they want to try and get that double-digit lead, which they've come close to getting, but not quite yet. Team in white are the home team, but the noise levels have certainly dropped, subsided a bit since that early run. Now they're looking for 3, but that's way off, but they get the rebound. Just trying a little bit too hard, I think, and every time they try just a little bit too hard, they have to suck up another 2, sometimes 3. Ali Larici this time. Just the start that Angola did not want to this second half. Throwing it away, and well, Chua caught him, but not deliberately according to the officials, so no foul was given. Reggie Moore to Cipriano. Cipriano for 3, need this. Not going to get it though. The rebound picked up by Chua. At the moment, all those 50-50s are going the way of the men in red. And there's 2 more. Wilkins for 2. And now we do have a double-digit lead. It's 11 points. 39-28. Make that 41-28. 3-point differential between the 2 teams. 13 now. That's the foul on Chua. Whatever Voigt said in the locker room in between first and second half has not had the immediate impact he would have hoped for. Angola, a bit like Morocco early in the first quarter, switched off a little bit, but they've got a chance to get themselves back on track with a couple here from Yannick Marrero if he can get them. No, these aren't quite going your way. They're not going your way, are they? Just the 1 assist for him so far. The tallest men in the game, 6'11", 2 meters 11. Ooh, that one thought about dribbling out, but stayed in. Only 1 for 2 though, and that's a lead of 13 down to 12. We need a little run. We'll need a big run, really. Ball thrown away. A few more mistakes, perhaps, from the world-ranked 68 team. They are ranked 35 places above them, Angola, but I'm not sure that's indicative of their form in 2017. In fact, it's not. If you look at what happened to Afro-Basket, it certainly isn't. Not sure why he was trying to shoot from underneath, though, but Morero puts things right with the 2. Gets a little hang as well. And now we're trying to get it down to single digits again. Now getting a bit more vociferous. Need to encourage their team. Chua laid off at Larici. That doesn't quite go. A couple of attempts that don't quite find the intended target. And there for the three-pointer. Now with the pristine white outfit, Conceição. End line for Angola. I'm sure they're getting cranky at each other, or getting cranky with the way the game's going at the moment, but of swinging on a star for Morero. Conceição. Cipriano doesn't quite know which way to go. Now he does. He's going to go direct for 2 and gets the 2. That slight indecision, perhaps initially, worked to his advantage because nobody was quite sure which way he was going to go. I don't think he was either. Larici, just yes, trying to it's almost pantomime time the way they're trying to put off the opposition. But Wariachi, we know what he can do, and also trying to back him up as Chua, making a few mistakes here. That's not going to fall, but he might get the rebound. He will, and he get fouled in the act of shooting as well. Trying to get the crowd going is Yannick Morero. 7th year on the Angolan team, and nearly put that one back for 2, but have a chance from the free throw line here. Cipriano. So the boys have done the basketball equivalent of curling, just making sure everything is hunky-dory, nobody's going to slip too much. Morocco just having their own little huddle. Well, there's 2 lots of huddles while the floor is cleaned. Reggie Moore, acting on behalf of Will Voigt, just giving some instructions. The officials saying, can we get on with it, boys? We're ready. Now, not sure we have a problem. They're certainly cleaning the court, trying to get the perspiration off the court, but now there's a little delay for reasons that aren't immediately apparent. Ross Murray has a chat with the officials. Coaching team have a chat about things. Everybody looking a bit perplexed. Everybody standing around waiting for things to take I don't think I've ever seen that before. Former Nigerian coach, now Angolan coach. Is he getting thrown out of the game? No, surely not. Well, I'm sorry, sound confused, but I am confused. Carlos Morey. As we see Adil El Maqsood go to the free throw line, and yeah, thought about coming out and then it's gone back in. And right, the officials need to have a chat here, try and get this game back on track, because Reggie Moore is not happy. It will be, if there's a technical, then that will be, well, while Reggie Moore's having a chat, the game is happening around him. Al Wariachi. Maqsood. Yeah, it's all a little bit confusing, but at least the game's underway again. El Maqsood up for three, but doesn't drop. Lead remains at 9. Cipriano for the home team. Back around from Costa. Costa to Cipriano, will drive, it'll slide its way in for 2 more. And Angola trim that lead to 7. And the crowd certainly getting animated now. They were at the beginning of the game, went a bit quiet for a while, but now they believe they can get it back in. I feel there's a bit of injustice here. Drive for 2 from Ali Larici. So they are trading baskets again. 9 points between the two. Cipriano. Need a bit of urgency here. Maybe here's the man to do it. Reggie Moore. Moore waiting for it to come back around the right-hand side of the court if it's going to come that way, but the attempt for a long range from Conceição doesn't drop. It will be end line for the away team. With Naja. Sorry, with El Maqsood. Chua. Ali Larici. Lovely bounce pass inside. Nice conversion too from Mohamed Chua. He's got his birthday just over 3 weeks' time on Christmas Day. Mohamed Chua makes that a double-digit lead again. Thought about going for the 3 to Reggie Moore. Perhaps he should have done. Slight indecision on behalf of the American-born player. And trying to stop any way through for Chua here. He's done well to cut off that angle. Larici. Shot clock down to 8. Larici just edging his way in. The shot not great though. And Cipriano will collect the rebound. We need a little bit more urgency in their play. That's better, and that'll be, oh, had it dropped, it would have been and 1, but Morero couldn't make it drop. So get a chance to go to the free throw line for 2. Just a little bit too close there was Mohamed Abu Salam. And 2 free throws will follow. Side El Bouzidi still in place. Mingas waits, hoping not to have to claim a rebound here. Looks at Yannick Morero. Plays for Parma in Russia these days. Will put these 2 away, and the first one obliges. Still a long road back from here, but plenty of time in which to do it. There's still 14 minutes and 28 seconds. That's the 2 for 5. He'd like to make it 3 from 6 here, Morero. Oh, well, there were players inside before it actually left his hands, but it doesn't matter because he converted, so it'll have to be retaken. There's the free throw record. Morocco better in that respect, 75% to 60%. 9 points the differential now. El Wariachi is the man outside. Chua. And final Wariachi again. Oh, just a bit short. I think it took a little deflection en route. That probably took some of the way off it. To Morey, to Marrero. Room down that side of the court. Cipriano does a bit more there, though, for two more. And the man from Creativo Dolobolo, MVP Afro Basket, 12 years ago, still very much part and parcel of this team. Oh, Maxud getting booed every time. Maxud again. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Needs something here. Three-point attempt coming in. Rebound picked up by the men in white initially, and then secondary from Eduardo Mingas. Need quick breaks. They need it quick, and there's another foul, and it'll be another 2 from the free throw line. And just a bit more purpose now being shown by Angola. They trimmed it to 7. It could well be 5 shortly. Layup was not going to go in, but doesn't matter because he'll get a chance to go for 2 more. Here comes the timeout. Haven't got anybody into double figures yet. 3 players on 8. Well, they believe there's still loads of time. Lead is trimmed, get 2 here. It becomes a completely different game. Cipriano has a chance to be the first in the double figures, maybe. Morey, the captain, though, in control of the ball for 2. There's the first. Seven-point lead at half-time, 6-point lead now. So has just been Angola's quarter, but not by a great deal. I need to get a few more like that. Wariachi's the main man making his way to the net, making his way to the basket, trying to find a way through, but Alarici with 9 points in the game so far, sees the ball coming back in the other direction, thrown away, kept in play. Well done by Marrero. Rotated to Cipriano. Crowd wanting a bit of urgency. Maybe their 3 points is really going to motivate the team now. That is tremendous. Really good. Picking the pocket, making the decisive call, and going for the 3. And captain now is starting to really lead by example. We're down to a 2-point ball game. It's tight. It's frenetic. Ball kept in play, but the turnover's there, so 3-on-1 if they're quick. Oh, well, they got away with it. Mingas had a chance if he'd got a bit of composure to tie the game there. Threw it away, but got the deflection. And they got a little bit too excited there with that 3-on-1. What a tremendous effort from downtown for 3. They get it in. Can they get it in? The hoop, no, they can't. That was a bit of an air shot from Cipriano, but it's back to a 2-point ball game, and we have a bit of excitement. And that's travel. Oh, Luanda has come alive. The Angolan fans have come alive. They were very noisy at the start. And when Morocco took over and had that double-digit lead, a 13-point lead at one stage, Angolan fans were not happy with what they were seeing, and made it very clear by going quite quiet. But now things are very different. Morero with Mingas. To tie the game, not quite. They won't get the ball recycled either. And there's the foul. And Domingos has picked up quite a lot. Gerson de Silva Domingos, by the way, in case you're wondering about the shirt. That's his first name. Benchlicker back onto the court. I just talked earlier about Morocco using the depth of their bench. Well, there's Benchlicker again. Lead stays at 2. Chance to extend it though with El Maksoud. And back out to Larici. Now Benchlicker's going to drive and give it away. And that's going to be a foul. They're on the edge of their seats. There's still another 11 minutes to go. Actually, was the foul given against El Maksoud? The shot clock has remained the same, so I don't think so. 22. Well, that's been reset at 24 now. Really noisy in here now. Mingas. Paolo. Going to go for the three-point attempt. Oh, it just drops agonizingly, and Chua's the first man to leap upon it, to latch onto it. Al-Wariachi. It's going to go down the left-hand side of the court. To crossover with Benchlicker again. Another three-point attempt coming in. This one dribbles out, but the rebound is Morocco's once again. Alarici can't pick. Oh, the foul. Oh, that's going to have the home fans and the home team incandescent. Now, is there a touch here? I think there probably was, to be fair. They thought it was a rejection, but they suddenly realized the officials had called the foul. Being explained to Mingas as to why. 2 free throws to come for Adil El Maksoud, already on 13 points in the game. Home crowd giving him the bird big time. And won't have any kind of effect on him. Certainly Will Voigt talked about how big the crowd would be on the home court. 1 for 3. Not a great return. He needs to just, yeah, deep breaths. That's better. So we have a 3-point ball game. And we're approaching the end of the third quarter now. Can they get one more basket here? Can they tie the game up? Mingas. Can they go the long way around? Up for 3 points! Right on pretty much the buzzer from Domingos. 17 seconds, it will be one more offense for Morocco, but that's come at an absolutely crucial time. Gerson de Silva Domingos, look at this. Absolutely pinpoint accurate. And we have a tie game with 8 seconds to go in the third. First game was mighty tight. This one turning out to be not identical, but pretty close to it. And we're going to have a tie game going into period number 4. And it's getting noisy in here. I'm not sure the officials can hear each other's calls or their whistles. But now, this sports hall in Luanda is rocking. 47 apiece. End of the third. All kinds of things been going on with the team, the coaching team, technicals, and you name it. But terms of a straightforward, well, this has been anything but straightforward basketball game. Absolutely level. There are the stats. Still in Morocco's favour on the 2-pointers, on Angola's favour in the 3-pointers. And free throws not really impressive on either side ultimately. But they're getting the job just about done, Angola, in terms of hanging in there. Yeah, 65-61 for Egypt earlier today. It's the Democratic Congo team. Tunisia absolutely wiping the floor with Guinea at the moment. 86-45. Into the fourth quarter there. Remember all the details you need of all the games that are taking place on the new app, which you can get for free wherever you are in the world, on the Apple App Store or Google Play. Look out for This Is My House. All the FIBA information about this competition and others easily and readily available. The great thing about it is the games you don't care about, you can just block out. Just keep tabs on the ones you really want to. So many games going on, so many, obviously all 4 groups of the world. The European group here, the African group here, rather, the European group as well. Big games happening in that tonight. And all to play for in quarter 4. That's Morey. Gone. Paolo. Gold medalist twice at Afro Basket. He played Senegal in that game I mentioned earlier in the year, scored 17 points. I'd love that kind of return from him tonight. Domingos with that big 3. Maybe he's going to come to the party. Thinking about another one possibly here. Paolo back again to Domingos. They need to get this shot away pretty quickly, and they do. Don't get the rebound though. Well, they do eventually. Put back up for 2. Paolo puts them in front. 49-47, back to whence we came from the first quarter when they had the advantage. They've not started well in quarter 2 or 3, but starting better here. Now Wariachi, haven't seen much of him so far in the last 2 quarters. Not allowing as much time and space to do what he was doing so well. Another turnover for Benchlica. Looking for his first points in the game. Almost running out of time, running out of space there, Wariachi. Back will come to Benchlica, and there's the foul. Hands on head. Paolo is the man who'll pick up that one. "14 seconds, of course, the reset on the shot clock. Calfee. As much court time as I thought he might in this game. Wariachi is the spare man, but they're tracking him now. They know what a danger man he can be from outside, can turn this game around. They get the rebound as well. It's right on the shot clock. Just need to maybe curb their exuberance a little bit. Few passes going astray. A lot of turnovers at the moment on both sides. It means a lot to get off to a winning start in this competition. You can see just how much it means. Certainly means a lot to this crowd. Calfee. They're 30 brigade, 37 years of age is Calfee. Again, another turnover. That's another turnover, another steal, another turnover. It's been happening a lot in recent times. Morey, the captain, will wait maybe to advance. Doesn't have to, because there's another very powerful marker laid down by Lionel Paolo. And now the lead is 4. From a 13-point lead for Morocco, it's now a 4-point lead for Angola. Oh, Maksud. Twists and turns every way you like. Kalfi for three. Not going to drop this time. Going to find its way back into the arms and grateful hands of the men in white. Morey wants it back. Not going to get it back this time because Morero has other ideas. Perhaps it wasn't the greatest idea, but they can recycle it. They've got it back. 14 seconds shot clock in operation again. Morey up for no points. 51-47 for a while now. No advance on that scoreline. Chua will try and change that. Gets fouled by Yannick Morero. This is going to go right down to the wire. There's too much doubt about that. It's only a 13-point advantage. Maybe I wasn't thinking that way then. But now, Angola have just edged in front again. Got off to a brilliant start. First three buckets were theirs. Now, for the free throw line. No chance to bring it back to a 2-point ball game here with masses of time left. Mohamed Chua. 1 from 1. Made that 2 from 2. Bonus buckets are achieved. 2 points now between them. Oh, can they hold on to the ball, not throw it away like they've done quite a few times already? Scrappy this fourth quarter, but the advantage is still just Angola's. And not going to be maybe for long because, again, here's the turnover for the men in red. Larici going all the way, gets smothered out by 3 white shirts. That's how keen they were to get that ball back. They weren't going to let him linger on that ball for very long, and 3 players just on a Conceição looking for his first 2. Certainly with the best outfit of the night, the whitest outfit of the night. That one's going to go in and come back out from Reggie Moore. And it's slow advance on the score, but as tight as you can get. Look at that. Rebounds are virtually identical as well. Everything in this game is pretty much the same on both sides. El Maksud down to 5, needs to think about what he's going to do with it now. Nearly throws it away. They get it in just in time, but that's a bit of a waste from Chua. Finds his way to Reggie Moore. Moore into the paint. They're recycling it well. Moore again needs to take a drive. Will take a drive. Gets it back, or does he? No. Steps out of court. And the man born in California, who has played in Spain and Israel, now at Petro de Luanda. Just run out of time, ran out of space there. Look at that, three players converging to stop any kind of outlet for a pass, but it's only 2 points that lead still as we enter nearly the last 5 of regulation. Chua. Larici has a little shimmy and a little dance, a little twist, a little turn, and we'll get a chance again for the 2, and there is a foul on the play. It's an offensive foul as Conceição goes to the floor. Foul is on Larici. Five minutes exactly of regulation. Mingas involved now with Cipriano. Cipriano rotates to Conceição. Conceição has to go a long way around. Finds the bounce pass to Reggie Moore. There's 2 more. Oh, he enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. They're combining well when they get in those kind of positions now, the likes of Moore and Paolo. 53-49, the assists in the Angolan column at the moment. Points in the Angolan column at the moment. Kalfi has to work his way right across court, and then of handy footwork. Pulled by Cipriano on the way through, I think. And that was a bucket with great relish from Paolo. And Paolo really enjoyed that. And look at Mingas just trying to get the... You really have to try very hard to get the crowd on their feet at the moment, because any invitation, or non-invitation, they'll still be there anyway. Calfi with Orici. Orici will drive, and, well, a bit early in releasing perhaps, because it came right back off the ring. And what was working so well for Morocco in the second quarter is not working at all well in the fourth. And the fourth is where it really matters. A couple of players in double figures. El Maqsood's in there. Al-Wariach has been on 10 points for a long time. He's not actually, I think, scored anything in the second half. Not really been involved from long or short range for quite a while. Needs something decisive here. And there's the foul. And John Wilkins this time. It's the man who transgresses. So it's the free throw line for Domingos. What does he like from three-point range? What is he like from two? And we guess on his shirts. Not so good from there. Could be crucial. Any extra bonus now, just to extend that lead, stretch it a bit more. 4 points, not a winning lead. 5 points, not a winning lead, but might help. And that one does dribble its way in. And 54-49 is the lead. Calfi. Up goes for three. Oh, yes, all the way, all string. And that has just deflated things a little bit in this arena. 3 very crucial points, potentially, for Morocco. And there is a foul. Yeah, it's getting to a frustrating stage now for people like Abu Salam. You've got the score correct on your screen now, 54-51, 3-point ball game. Reggie Moore's not been short on words tonight. Shorter on points, to be honest, but he's had a lot to say for himself. There's the three-pointer, absolutely drilled by Chua. Out goes Abu Salam, the 21-year-old. Get to the experienced heads perhaps on the court now to change this up and change things, but they won't have the ball for a while. Again, we need some running repairs. I hope he's got a job for Pyeongchang in the curling in February. You're not done yet, son. Keep going. We're doing a curling stone out there the way he's doing that, don't we? Well, enjoying his moment of glory. Is this team going to get a moment of glory soon? Got the ball. Needs something to come from this. Nothing comes from Cipriano this time. We're getting down to the last knockings of regulation. 3 points. No lead, of course, at all in a game of this magnitude. 55-52. 8 seconds. There's going to be foul on Yannick Marrero. I think that will be a shooting foul. Not sure it will be. As a foul. Coach is saying that's a shooting foul, isn't it? So El Bouzidi. Yeah, chance to bring it back to a 1-point game. they can barely look. It's got to that stage. They're hoping that Chua misses, and he does miss the first. 55-52. Just to trim it to 2, and then surely the press will be on. Try and keep them up there. Make sure there's no easy outlet for Angola. And look at him work there. Look at, he should be. We found a little star here. They're loving it. Little sideshow, but maybe takes their mind off the game a little bit. Which may not be a bad thing the way things are. So tight. Chua misses both. It could be crucial misses at the end. Look at that. 57 plays 67. Still slightly better from Morocco, but not great on either side, really. These bonus points not really being taken. Angola with a charge. Oh, there you go. Been saying when's he going to step up to the plate. Cometh the man, cometh the hour for Reggie Moore. They needed something like that, and there it is, right on cue to give them a 6-point lead. Absolutely crucial, and gold dust that could be. Reggie Moore not maybe had quite the influence on the game until now. This is an absolutely crucial or potentially crucial 3 points from left field. And she can do the shimmy like her sister Kate. 58-52, 2 to go. Cipriano, fouled by Chua. Yeah, looks on the face of the Moroccans now, I'll tell you. They had this game in the palm of their hands, not quite in their pockets. 13-point advantage. Should have been able to capitalize, but no. Now it's a 6-point differential against them, and it could well get worse. Yannick Marrero, not quite to put the game out of sight, but pretty close to it. Ooh, maybe the enormity of that has just struck him as well, looking at the score. 8-point advantage. Look at that, 3 from 7, only 43%. Tough under pressure, man who's been on this team for 7 years now. Puts the second one away. Can they get over the line? They have 2 minutes to hold the Moroccans at bay. 59-52. Ricci gets fouled by Gonçalves. There's the foul. And Larici looks back and says, well, I think this is my time now. Well, it would have been his time had it dropped, but it doesn't. So crucial. This one he's missed. Second one he's missed. Pressure being ramped up. Free throws not dropping. And now Angola can control this. They don't need to rush. They don't need to rush that shot clock at all. Cipriano, up it goes for another chance. Almost palmed in from the shot from Domingos, but not. The other end, there's a rejection, and a big rejection too. Crowd absolutely going mad. Not surprisingly, they could see the winning line in sight. That is travel. Everything starting to disintegrate from a Moroccan point of view. Just want to take the extra step. Look at that rejection. Brilliant work by Cipriano. And they looked a bit hangdog at half-time. Certainly didn't look terribly enthralled when there were 13 points behind, but now, very different situation. And team ranked 68. Let's hear from the coach. Well, Al Wariachi, who hasn't really had a look in the second half, needs something to happen from downtown, needs something from three-point range, and pretty quickly too, because Morocco, semi-finalists at Eurobasket, the Afrobasket rather, I had to change their continent for them, the African Basket earlier this year, beaten Senegal, and well, they went one stage further than Angola, but Angola, who lost to them earlier this year, are ready to turn the tables and turn the tide. That Reggie Moore three, so crucial in getting this game back in the right direction from them. Moore maybe for another one. Yes! Absolutely what the doctor ordered, and those back-to-back threes from Reggie Moore have got the job done. 10-point advantage now for Angola, and they think it's all up for Morocco. They led by 13, they now trail by 10, and we are in to the last 30 seconds of this first matchup between these two. And there's a strip, there's a steal, and there's a two from Calfee. It won't matter, shouldn't matter now. Time is absolutely against them. They can just hold on. Might want to add a little bit more icing on the cake. Keep giving it away, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Now, because the gap is big enough and the seconds are ticking away. Well, it's funny. Just mentioning Reggie Moore hadn't really come to the party, and then suddenly two massive threes, and maybe you want to finish off with. Not quite. Doesn't matter. He'd done the damage. And the home crowd in Luanda absolutely exultant, as well they might be, because somehow, some way, Morocco seem to have got this game by the scruff of the neck when they led by 13, but Angola's fight back has been heroic. And from being 7 down at half-time, Angola have led a terrific fight back. So much so, they won it by 6, and let's face it, if they hadn't given the ball away so cheaply in the end, it should have been double figures, but the margin won't matter. It's the win that does. And they follow up Egypt's win earlier today against the Democratic Republic of Congo with a priceless and hard-earned victory. And they will celebrate, I think, long into the night. They're so desperate to get into the next stage, and that really has helped them become one of the top 3 out of 4 teams. Eduardo Mingus. Leading the post-game rallying call. Oh, all looking around. What do we do now? Well, go and celebrate, I suppose. Morocco troop off. Angola stay on, and they will go and celebrate.